How's it, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Human Golf Show. Today we've got the new Titleist GT range that we're going to do a review today. Super excited. I've been waiting all year for this. Just from the feedback from the tour pros all around the world, I'm super excited to have this in my hands. So yeah, let's give it a go and have some fun. The TSR range was Titleist's most successful driver ever. In order to get faster, Titleist needed to save weight in the head. This is Titleist's first driver that is a multi-material driver. The crown is a proprietary matrix polymer. The crazy thing is, it's a third of the mass of titanium. Even though it's not metal, it sounds and feels like metal. They've created this in order to make the driver a seamless thermofoam crown. This new material, the thermofoam crown, allowed them to create a split mass construction so you can have CG a little bit more forward to help on-center performance, but still have the mass at the back of the club to maintain stability. This will help optimal spin rates and launch, more distance and straighter ball flight. Titleist claim this driver is faster, longer and straighter. Let's put it to the test. Oh, absolute stripe it. I know the guys got this the week of the US Open. That's when it launched for the pros, and most of them put it in the bag, so that just tells a lot about the driver. Going to start off with the GT2 9 degree. This is the driver that I'm currently going to play with when I get mine. So yeah, let's have a go at this. This is going to be a lot more pressure because now it's my personal driver, but let's give it a go. Just for everyone's sake, in the last month and a half, I've moved to the new Tour AD CQ 5X. Funny enough, I just did some product testing on the shaft the one day on the golf course, and I hit the driver the best I've ever hit it. So since then it's been in the bag. So yeah, we're gonna stick to this shaft that I'm currently playing with. I know we've been using the Ventus Red, very similar spec to the Ventus Red from a launch and characteristic point of view. So nothing massively different, if that makes sense. So it's not like it's a completely different shaft. So yeah, let's have a go and have a look. First shot of the day. Oh, absolute stripe it. 105 clubhead speed to start off with, good launch angle 13.8, 261 carry, 288 total with a 150 smash. Can't ask for more with that. Hit my stock, little fade there, 158 ball speed, not a bad start. Actually really enjoyed that. I know the one thing that Titleist has been talking about is that different sound. I'm sure you'll be able to hear the sound. I really love the sound. It makes me feel like I'm back on tour again. It's just got more of a reactive sound, if that makes sense. Just feels like I'm on the first tee at a tournament again, and it's just got that crisp sound to it. So very cool acoustics. I know they've really focused on the acoustics. Getting it up there, pretty much consistent to every episode that I've done. Started about 104, 105 and then slowly progress up. 106.6, I'll give it at 107, almost 260 carry, 28 spin, 285, 150 smash, 160 ball speed. I mean, I can't ask for more. I'm sure the crazy thing about that shot is I had it low on the face and the ball speed didn't really change much. It actually increased it. And we can tell by that, by the smash factor. Generally, when a driver is not fitted for you and you hit it all over the face, that smash factor goes and the ball speed drops. So that's really cool. If we have a look at the optimizer, close to optimal numbers. First one was on the number. So not bad at all. From a dispersions perspective, a little bit on the left side, it is fading, which I want, so it is fading back, landing quite close to each other. There we go. Okay, 107 clubhead speed, 267 carry, 25 spin, 292, 160.4. We're gonna have to bring this up, I know, on one episode, but it was in summer, it's bloody cold today. I got it to 272, 273. similar numbers. But let's carry on plugging away. All in all, I really like this driver. This is obviously the one that's going to go into my bag. I really like the new feel of the face. Really cool. I want to get my personal driver to 109 before we change over. But the numbers is really good. I know they've really worked on ball speed and spin rate. I mean, I haven't hit every one off the middle of the face, and the spin rate is relatively consistent. So I'm super happy with this. There's a noise. 108, come on. That wasn't hit well at all. Hit that in the toe. 2.9 spin, 148 smash, as you can tell by the strike. But that ball speed is staying at that 160 mark. And I know I've battled to get it to 160 a lot. I was normally a 156, 158. So not bad at all. That was a little spin out, as you can see by the launch angle. Okay, 1 more mile an hour, Arthur. And this is just personal, right? That's personal goals. I want to get to 109. There we go. Come on, be it. That thing was munched. There we go. I think that's tied record or record numbers with one of the other drivers. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a Callaway. 272 carry, 2.5 spin, 296, almost 300 meters, 1.5 smash, 162 ball speed. I think that's close to record for me in the last year or so, except for the clubhead speed, but I'll take that ball speed all day long. So all in all, with this driver, obviously this is going into my bag, the setup as is. Really love the new change. I was quite hesitant knowing that TSR was so good. I didn't think it was going to be able to match it, but they've definitely improved the sound of the driver. The feel of the driver is just a little bit different. And the good thing is they've kept the Titleist classic look. So really well done to Titleist. They haven't gone ridiculously different in terms of a look perspective. When I heard it was a multi-material driver, I was super nervous because that brings a lot of red flags into place with manufacturing errors. You know, some drivers crack, some drivers pop, and they've done a really good job. You'll never be able to tell if that this is a multi-material product. From a looks perspective, I like the look of it a lot. It looks like a traditional Titleist driver. Nothing overwhelming for me. It almost looks like the older one to me. So from a looks perspective, I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. From a field performance, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It's the best driver I've felt off the face that Titleist has ever produced. I've been playing with Titleist for a very long time, so I don't think it can get any better than this. Good luck for the new driver in 2 years' time. And then from a performance, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's really good. I mean, almost PB numbers for me. This is the one that I would probably put in my bag. I mean, I think it would be a bit far-fetched saying 10 out of 10. I mean, it's almost impossible to have a 10 out of 10, but overall it's a 9.5 out of 10 for everything for me. I can't think of anything better. Me personally, if I had to go through all the drivers that I hit, this is the one that I would always put in my bag. I'm not just saying that. It's just a brand I trust, a brand I know, and no biasness to it. This is just a personal perspective for me. So head over to the GT3. Like every episode, the minute the sweet spot becomes small in the head, I get super nervous. It's just a normal thing for me. I've lost that egotistical view on let's go faster, longer. I just want to hit it straight and hit good numbers. I know 4 years ago when they had the TSI range, I was in the TSI 3, and I quickly realized I was a 2-player. I just like a massive sweet spot, forgiveness. I'm not as fast as what I used to be, so I go for massive sweet spot and fine tune the shaft to get the numbers I want. But hey, maybe I get my 109, 110, you never know. That felt nice. Little bit left. Was trying to turn it over a little bit. Go at it. 108 clubhead speed, 2.2. The ridiculous thing is I'm hitting it all over the face. That was like out of the heel. And the spin rate is staying super, super consistent at 2.2. So as you can see, the rollout was at 295, 149 smash, 161 ball speed yet again. If I look at the driver from a ball speed perspective, I've definitely, compared to my TSR2, I've definitely gained 3-4 mile an hour personally. It's always a 158 number, so super good positive. It was a good hit. It was left, I'm not gonna lie. I have set this up a little bit draw bias, like I've done with the other drivers. Might tweak this a little bit more and neutralize the face a little bit. That was a good hit. High toe, 271 carry, 27 spin, 290, 149, 160. Ball speed is super consistent, and the spin rate. Quite surprised. I did give this driver a go last week when I fitted myself for the new range. I did give this a go. I wasn't hitting it close to this, to be honest, but I was jet lagged. I just got back from America, so I was just greedy to get myself fitted to get the driver in my bag, to be honest. I wasn't ready. So super stoked with these numbers, I'm not gonna lie. Very, very consistent. I know I did see with the other brands, like starting with the Max and moving to the Standard and the LS, I progressively got faster. This one is quite consistent, if that makes sense. I'm not getting super faster, like getting a big jump, but I've started off relatively fast, which I'm happy with. That was a hit. Come on, 109. There we go. That's can't go at that more. 109, 272, spin rate stays the same. Smash was lower. I did hit that out of the toe again. I think I should actually change. This will actually be a cool change while we're filming, is I'm going to move the sliding weight towards the toe. And I know in previous episodes I did explain how this works. You know, some drivers say that if you move it to the toe, it is fade bias and heel draw bias for the way that the head delivers. For me, how I fit is I move the center of gravity in the face. So if you hit it out of the high toe a lot or in the toe and you move the weight to the toe, the CG shifts and it becomes a bigger sweet spot in the toe. So I'm going to do that. Let's have a see if we can get better ball speed. There we go. Just a 107 guy, I suppose. I did that hit heavy out of the toe. You can see the spin rate drop. Fell out of the sky a little bit. Smash was down. But like I said, if I had to fit myself for the GT3, this is not going to go in my bag. I want a bit more forgiveness. From a performance perspective, it's really, really good. The surprising thing is the consistency in the spin rate. The spin rate is definitely lower than the previous driver, and I'll take those numbers on the golf course all day. Definitely has more of a compact look compared to the GT2, where I'm a bit of a fan of a bigger looking driver, just for more forgiveness and confidence, I suppose. From a look perspective, I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10, just because personally I like something that's a bit bigger. From a feel perspective, I'll also give it an 8.5 out of 10. I do feel that the GT2 has a bigger sweet spot, so it feels a little better for me personally. That's my honest take on it. And then from a performance, also an 8.5 out of 10. I mean, it's a really, really good driver. Not for me. Definitely a better driver for a better golfer, a golfer that's got higher club head speed, finds the middle a lot easier. And I know I've seen some stats on tour that the guys that have shifted into the GT3 have gained quite a big club head speed and ball speed jump in this driver out of all the drivers. So really, really good driver. And now we go to the hard one, which I'm afraid of, the GT4. So the cool thing that we do when we fit the GT driver at TrueFit is we've got a variety of weights. So as you can see on this side, this is for the GT2 and 4, And on this side, that's for the GT3 and obviously for the fairways as well. So this is a really, really cool thing that we do for the GT drivers at TrueFit, and I'm sure everyone else does it as well. But this is such a crucial part for the driver fittings and for all the fittings, for the fairways included. So I know personally in my driver, what I've done is in the GT2, I've used a -4 weight in the front. I've removed weight in the front of the head so that it makes the weight heavier in the back of the head, so it increases the sweet spot more. If you increase the weight in the front of the head more, it's obviously going to narrow the sweet spot because you've shifted the center of gravity. So really, really cool thing. So just getting the driver off the shelf could have been fitted, but if we don't have a look at these weight changes, the driver might not be a 10 out of 10. So really, really cool feature for the drivers in the fairways, and please don't look past this when you get fitted. You know, always ask the questions about this, and when you get fitted, you should be advised accordingly with regards to the weight. The minute I put this down, I get super nervous. Driver does definitely look a lot more compact and smaller. Face does look a little deeper to me, and a lot more compact. Out of the previous range to the GT4, it's very similar to the TSR4 based on what I've seen online. Definitely not for me, I'll tell you this for free, but let's give this a hit and an honest review. And I know some of the LS versions in the other manufacturers surprised me, so let's have a look and see. Definitely lower spinning. Sweet spot's definitely smaller. If you have a look at that, 106, 247 or 248 carry, there is the big factor, the 1/8 spin with a lower launch angle. So that's gonna fall out of the sky. I mean, I was getting it to 271 carry, super low spinning. It's designed for that purpose, right? Guys that swing it at high, super ridiculous club head speeds and find the middle of the club, they generally go into the 3 or 4. And the reason behind that is guys with higher club head speed spin it too much. You know, so you can change the ball and do all you like to go into a low spinning ball, but the club also needs to give assistance with regards to launch and spin. So definitely a long hitters golf club, high club head speed golf club, which is not in my category, but let's try get some numbers out of this. I might need to tweak it and set it up in terms of loft just to get it up there a bit more and get the spin up, but let's have a look and see. Sure, that wasn't too bad. 107, close to my number. Have a look at that spin rate. 266 carry, just had a 1/8 and 1/9 spin. 296, obviously it's gonna roll out quite a bit. And 160 ball speed with a 149. Very, very close to the other numbers on the GT2 and 3. Only reason why it's not getting it to the 270 number is because of that low spin rate. So the ball's slightly falling out of the sky and dipping out of the sky. So I mean, if I was forced to play this, I'd be happy. I mean, I wouldn't want anything else with regards to numbers. And if you have a look at that, the lower spinning driver is actually, from a dispersion perspective, relatively straight. Think about it, lower spin is technically going to have less shape on it. So not too bad. I mean, for the guys that swing it at high swing speeds, it's definitely a driver for them. The 3 as well, not a bad driver at all. Sit out of the middle. Don't think it was my fastest. 170 carry, close to the 171, 172. Hit it out of the middle a bit better, and there's the spin rate that went up a bit with a better launch angle. 294, 161, 150 smash. I mean, I can't ask for more. Really, really good driver. I mean, I can hit it at those good numbers. It's just a lot harder work for me. So the good thing is it is hittable, if that makes sense. It's not as difficult as what it seems, but I just don't want to work that hard. If I had to give this an honest rating, from a look perspective, I'll give this an 8 out of 10 for me, just because I don't like that compact look, if I had to go back to that. From a feel perspective, also 8 out of 10. When you do hit it you know, out of the toe or out of the heel, you really do know about it. And then from a performance, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. The only reason it's another 0.5 out of 10 is because it surprised me. When I hit it out of the middle, it did what it needed to do. I was scared that I was never going to get that spin rate to 2.4, 2.5, even if I hit it out of the middle with my low club head speed, and it did the job. So all in all, I think the performance on the GT range is really good. I mean, I think on most drives that I've hit, I was above 160 ball speed with most of the drives, which is really good. I know on previous drivers I've been the low high 50s, low 60s, but on average this has been in the 60s with all the drivers, which is really good. And as you can see by the smash factor being at 149, 1.5, 151, I mean, I can't hit it physically further than that. So from a performance perspective, it's really good. If I had to go back to the sound is unreal. Very different to the older driver models in the Titleist range. And I think job well done to them for, I wouldn't say sorting out the acoustics, but just bettering the acoustics. So well done to Titleist for that. That wraps up the new GT driver review. That was super fun, super exciting. I didn't know what to expect with all the drivers, and all in all it was a really good driver, I think. Really cool thing is this is going to be the first GT review in South Africa, which I'm super excited about. We've timed it right and caught it early and got hands on the product early. If I'm not mistaken, this driver is going to launch to the public on the 23rd of August, if I'm not mistaken. It's a Friday. So really exciting stuff. Nice slap bang new driver in the middle of the year, which is super exciting. So yeah, guys, please like, share, subscribe to our channel. We do this for you guys and do the honest reviews on all the products in South Africa for you guys.